The Laginas and their team have discovered numerous man-made stone structures in the swamp, dating back to between 1200 and 1750 AD. This year, they discovered an empty slate and brick vault-like structure in the northern region. They are now searching for more evidence of the cobblestone pathway to uncover more hidden structures that may contain valuables. The team has made several identical finds along the cobblestone pathway, which could mean they are close to uncovering more sections and potentially an even more valuable discovery. They are hoping to find another vault-like feature. An iron spike and possible chisel were found in the ground over there, which they believe could be related to an operation related to the mysterious cobblestone pathway. The metal detector beeps indicate that someone was working around the area. If so, it could mean they might be close to uncovering another vault-like structure with something of value. Charles, Tom, and Rick discuss the findings, with Rick describing the hand-hammered metal and no corrosion. All of these discoveries are in such a small area, and the team is determined to find more clues and find more valuable structures. The team is searching for treasure and clues to the treasure, which could be highly relevant to many things. They have found leather, a bottom of a shoe, and other pieces of leather shoes. They are also looking for ancient documents and leather expert Joe Landry to examine the leather fragments found in the northern region of the swamp. The first group of leather fragments was found, which is likely an oak-tanned hide with heavy sewing. The leather is tough and wears well, making it a valuable resource. The next set of leather fragments is a finer piece, possibly the toe of a boot, giving the impression of being like a military boot. The date of these pieces is likely 1830 through 1900, suggesting that they were discovered near Anthony Graves's vault in the swamp. Anthony Graves, a farmer who purchased most of Oak Island in 1857, was known to spend silver coins in Mahone Bay. The empty vault they uncovered in the swamp, just a few yards to the south from where they found these leather artifacts, might help explain his mysterious wealth. If so, there may be more hidden structures in the area that still contain buried riches. Rick believes that Anthony Graves had proximity to the bog and may have found his precious items there. If this is the case, it leads him to believe that there is another vault somewhere else. The team looks forward to further discovery processes in the bog, as each clue leads to another, ultimately aiming to get a more complete understanding of the story of the bog. Gary is hopeful that coins will follow these discoveries, as they are expected to provide valuable information about the history of the swamp. The team is excited to continue their search and find more clues to uncover the mystery surrounding the swamp. The team is searching for a 500-year representation of what may have looked like a Roman coin buried deep on Oak Island. They have discovered a huge building under the swamp made by people, not nature, and the water near it has real gold in it. The wood they pulled out was old, heavy, and covered in oil to help it last. The team is poking around the usual suspects, the Money Pit and Lot 5, hoping to score another ancient coin. However, a scan revealed a long, deep, man-made structure that was not meant to be there. The surrounding dirt water samples near the shaft loaded with trace gold, not theoretical gold, actual particles, and real stuff. Just when they thought that was the big reveal, another anomaly popped up less than 20 feet away, deeper, older, possibly even connected. Suddenly there's talk of chambers, offshoots, maybe a vault. The radar isn't lying. There's a pattern now, a layout like someone was building underground real estate for more than just kicks. The team is scrambling to find more wood, gold traces, and mystery. The latest core sample hit wood at only 39 feet, which is practically shallow by Oak Island standards, but clean positioned upright like part of a wall or part of another secret shaft. This means this isn't just one tunnel, it's a network, a system, or an entire buried complex. The team is now chasing a blueprint, and every new find tightens the screws on a story that has been loose for way too long. The old stories, ghost tales, and fragments of wood cut with ancient tools are drawing lines on the map nobody ever saw coming. It's no longer about treasure alone, but about infrastructure, purpose, and planning. The shaft itself was built around a central vault or trap built to lure in the curious and bury them with nothing to show every time they drill the island. Nothing matches any of the treasure maps or survey records from the 1800s. The team is now focused on digging smarter, deeper, and smarter lots. The text explores the mysterious history of Oak Island, a swampy island in the Philippines. It begins with hints of Portuguese origin, followed by a strange hinge piece and ceramic glazed pottery. As the crew digs deeper, they discover ancient wood and iron, which start to feel like a time capsule. The swamp may have been intentionally flooded, and the artifacts on the island reveal a row of rocks that don't belong there, and logs cut straight and bound with rusted iron. The theory shifts again, suggesting that the swamp wasn't always a swamp, and that everything beneath it was meant to be hidden. As the days stretch on the dig crews, each shaft opens, pulling the timeline back another century, sparking more questions about who built this place and how it was kept secret. As they continue to dig, they encounter unusual wood, including oil-soaked wood, which suggests that people used oil to protect their buildings from rain, rot, water, and time. An old map drawn in the 14th century marked the area as the basin with a note about a dam right where they were digging. This map had always been a little sketchy, but this one started to look like proof. The iron, a thick piece twisted hammered, was handcrafted and part of something bigger, such as a wall or structure. The oil treatment of the wood suggests age, technique knowledge, and knowledge of how to survive these challenges. Another discovery on Oak Island is a rough, sliced-off bit of copper with markings. The analysis backed up the copper, but not the kind found in someone's pocket today. The copper had arsenic and silver traces that pointed to techniques used before the 15th century, long before European hands touched this part of the world. The text raises questions about what the hell is happening on Oak Island, as no one knows what the Roman coin is doing. The story highlights the importance of understanding the history of Oak Island and the importance of preserving its rich history. The discovery of a mysterious coin on Oak Island, Canada, has led to a series of mysterious discoveries. The team, including the Templars, had been searching for treasure but found signs of someone who came before them. They had walked old stone roads that looked exactly like the one found in the swamp, dating back nearly 2,000 years. These roads were built to last and were buried with purpose, set down, covered up. The tech didn't care about conspiracy theories, just reading what was there. They found logs, shaped planks, structured boards, and other strange objects that seemed to be part of the original story. The shape on the scan started to look more like a wall, not a pile of junk. If this was true, the map wasn't a fake, and the dam it described wasn't a story. As they continued digging, they found more wood, big chunks, and axes, likely pre-1795 before the original money pit was even discovered. This information is crucial as it suggests that these beams were part of the original story, not a failed attempt. Archaeologists, not just treasure hunters, weighed in with their expertise. They examined the coin experts with microscopes and fancy tools, which confirmed it to be Roman, or close enough that it didn't matter. The coin used in trade and payments passed hand to hand across continents. The interpretive center buzzed researchers, metals experts, and even a numismatist. The find was scanned and turned over under lights, showing a mix of metals inside a chemical fingerprint, pointing back to a time and place nobody was associated with Canada. If the coin was real, history needed an update, not a footnote or rewrite. The real secret may be a cover-up that rewrote history itself. Share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more mysterious discoveries.